Kenya School of Government. Proficiency Examination for Clerical Officers. April 2021. Paper Code 703. Human Resource Services. Date Thursday, July 1st, 2021. Time 2:00 p.m. to 4:00 p.m. 2 hours. Instructions to candidates. This paper consists of two sections, A and B. Section A consists of 12 compulsory questions carrying 40 marks. Section A, compulsory, 40 marks. 1. List 2 requirements for a public officer to qualify for a transfer allowance. 2 marks. The officer must be transferred from one station to another. The transfer must be in the public interest. 2. State 3 entitlements to a public officer during the period of interdiction. 3 marks. Payment of full salary. Payment of allowance. Retention of official accommodation. 3. State forfeitures of a show cause letter. 4 marks. Issued by the employer. 6. Explanation from employee on specific issue. Requires response within specified time frame. States consequences of unsatisfactory explanation. 4. State 2 reimbursable allowances that are payable to a public officer. 2 marks. Mileage allowance. Subsistence allowance. 5. List 4 conditions to be fulfilled for a public officer to be redesignated. 4 marks. Must have served for at least 1 year. Must possess minimum qualifications of the new designation. New designation is in the scheme of service. Redesignation is in the public interest. 6. List 4 functions of AIDS control unit in a state department. 4 marks. Developing HIV/AIDS workplace policies. Promoting HIV/AIDS awareness and prevention. Providing counseling services. Monitoring HIV/AIDS trends in the department. 7. State 4 documents that a clerical officer is required to submit to Human Resource Department on first appointment. 4 marks. Original academic certificates. National ID card copy. KRA PIN certificate. Next of kin forms. 8. State 3 circumstances when a clerical officer will be required to sign the Official Secrets Act form. 3 marks. On appointment. When transferred to another department. When handling classified information. 9. List 4 reasons to justify retention of next of kin form in an officer's personal file. 4 marks. For emergency contact. Payment of dues if officer dies in service. Communicating officer's hospitalization. Inform next of kin on disciplinary cases. 10. List 2 conditions to be fulfilled for a public officer to qualify for voluntary retirement. 2 marks. Must have served for at least 10 continuous years. Must have attained the age of 50 years. 11. List 4 instances when a public officer may be referred for guidance and counseling. 4 marks. Cases of indiscipline. Poor performance. Workplace conflicts. Stress and burnout. 12. State 4 reasons to justify for a public officer to undergo induction. 4 marks. Understand organization's vision, mission and culture. Learn about terms and conditions of service. Get oriented on organizational structure. Understand job roles and responsibilities. Section B. Answer 3 questions. 13A. Outline 6 benefits that may accrue to a state department that conducts in-house workshop training for its employees. 12 marks. Improved employee skills and job performance. Increased motivation and morale among staff. Cost-effective compared to outsourced training. Tailored training to meet the department's specific needs. Promotes sharing of ideas and teamwork.